I look at him. Okay, I'll take that. Wow. I didn't know if we were at a pep rally or a Beyonce concert. You know, I really want to say my thank you to everybody here, but I want to say good morning and start with the idea that to whom much is given, much is required. And for me, the understanding of being here today in Murfreesboro is a blessing, true blessing. My thank yous would like to start with the Board of Trustees. I want to thank them. I've had a chance to talk to a couple of our board members, and this is a special place. And they've been able to tell me how special, and for me, it's resonated. Dr. McPhee, incredible. His vision, the idea of what he wanted, what he needed, the leadership, incredible. Chris Massaro, my man. The ability to be collaborative in a process where two people had to just sit down and have a good conversation and find meaning in the idea of where we wanted to go. Lee De Leon, super sharp. Just talking to me about like the idea. He prayed over me before I came in here, and so I want to thank him because I believe that when you have really good people around you, anything is possible. I want to thank my wife, Leanne, 30 years. She's been incredible. She's dealt with the idea of me coaching, the brunt of me not coaching, and then being a true sounding board about coming back to the game that I love. So I want to say thank you. I'd like to start with talking about our players, okay? And I had a meeting with our players last night. Dr. McPhee and Chris and I sat down and talked about the idea of wanting them to be the first recipients of our relationship and what this thing was going to look like. So instead of meeting this morning, we met last night, impromptu meeting. And what I can tell you, much like many 18 to 22-year-olds who are in the dark and don't quite understand what just happened to them, a lot of hurt in the building, just wanting to know and understand what's next. So we started with what's next. We started with the idea of me talking to them about just love, loving them, meeting them where they are, and understanding that every one of those players is valued and valuable within our program. Stay here, be a Blue Raider. And I think having an opportunity to shake every one of those players' hands. Okay, I shook every player's hand. I had a chance to talk to our coaches. I wanted to know names. What started is maybe something that may go 20 minutes. We were in there at least for an hour and 45 minutes. Why? Because mending relationships and love takes a little bit of time. So let's get that right. When you have a strong foundation, the deeper you dig, the higher you can go. So it starts with them. It starts with the players. And for me, I felt the love of those guys in there, but we talked about just simple truths. Okay? You tell me your truth and I'll tell you mine. And together our truths will get us to where we're trying to go. I want to talk about Coach Stock and his legacy here in that stadium with these student athletes. This is the house that he built along with Dr. McPhee and Chris. And it is my job and my responsibility to help move the legacy forward. It's about legacy. Coach Stock's loss will be felt in this community, within our athletic department, with our student athletes, and really within the university. But again, it's just a handing of the baton, truly. And so we getting ready to start sprinting. So get yourselves ready. This past year's journey for me has been an interesting one, to say the least. It's the first time in 30 years that I was not on the sideline. I spent my time behind the mic, finding an opportunity in calling games and reconnecting with the game that I love. Here's what happens sometimes I'm into a football coach. You go, and you never have an opportunity to really enjoy what life and the opportunity to coach this game and be around young people can really do for you. So for me, seeing the game through a different lens, a media lens, being able to watch NIL, being able to watch, in the platform of college football and realignment, these things were front and center for me. And the connection with coaches, talking about the love for their student athletes, the ever-changing landscape, how the ground was moving. From some of the best Power 5 coaches in college football to some of the best Group of 5 coaches. It was amazing to be able to get in the rooms with coaches and have those guys want to talk to me about how our game looks, where we need to go. My football acumen grew tremendously. It was like being back in the NFL because I finally had a chance to look at other people like coaching football. Football looked different. It smelled different. The schemes were different. Watching offenses and what they looked like. Specifically looking at this conference, Conference USA. Okay, and what it turned out to be this year. You saw the ball flying through the air. You saw the amazing ability, to stretch fields vertically. But what it came down to were two football teams that were able to run the football as good as anybody in this conference to close out playing a hard-fought Conference USA championship game. It's amazing to see Liberty in year one and New Mexico State with the resurgence under Jerry Kill and what they've been able to do. There's a blueprint out there. The bones in this program are delicious. They're good. They're new. We got bones here. Good bones. Good bones. And it's amazing to me how quickly my mind changed about wanting to get back into this game, truly. I really missed the sideline. I did. I missed the ability to adapt and adjust. College football has really changed, but I think I've changed with it. So that's a good thing for me, us, our student athletes, and MTSU, for sure. The thing that probably caught my eye about MTSU, besides its history, is when I sat down with Dr. McPhee, the conversations that we had. It's about alignment, top to bottom. You have to be aligned with a vision, a voice, and having the opportunity to be resourced the correct way in this process in order to achieve success. From the board to the president to the athletic director, to the student athlete. I saw student athletes last night that are hungry. Hungry. So we got to feed them. We got to let them eat. And we're going to eat. I couldn't have passed up this MTSU opportunity. When I found out that I had a chance to be in the race, it was exciting. And I was excited. You don't understand. I know you had a chance to touch Dr. McPhee, and I know some of you have been around him a long time. For me, it was energy coming through the building. It was seeping out the windows. As soon as I stepped into the room, you felt that magnetism. That matters. Energy begets energy. That's the way that thing works. And so for me, I was hyped. I'll tell you right now. I'm in the mood to run it back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to run it back. I felt like I was going to get this job. Truly. I went into the process to win it. My mindset was, if you're going to play the game, let's play the game to win. The good Lord, always gives us an opportunity to show us, what he wants for us. Sometimes, we think we want something and he'll pull us in a totally different direction. This was full speed ahead and I was all up in it. So I want you to know, you got a coach, a father, a teacher, an educator who's all in the game, chips all in here at MTSU. I love Tennessee. I feel like Nashville has become the entertainment capital and hub of the South. And when you look at what we have here in the borough, from the Ville to the borough, it's exciting. We are connected, but very much our own community. We are blue collar, just like the blue we wear. Hard-working folks wanting the opportunity to be great. So let's be great. Murfreesboro, in my opinion, when you talk about Rutherford County, and really the Middle Tennessee area, is probably some of the most fertile recruiting area in this state. Talent on talent on talent. And it's our job to keep it here. So this staff will be committed to the idea of watching our community players, the best of the best, come here, play here, graduate here, and live here. Let's do that. MTSU graduates 5,000 students per year. 5,000. That's exceptional. 1 in 6, they reside in Nashville, a graduate. 1 in 6 graduates resides in Nashville. So when I talk about the Ville to the borough, you don't think we're well represented? We are. We got to wake it all up. It's time to shake it up. Time to let everybody know who we are, where we sit, where we stand, and what the mission is. We want to win championships here. Make no bones about it. We want to rock this new updated stadium that's coming here in 2025, but we got work to do between now and then. The commitment is there. The work's got to be done. So we'll get to work. It's our time. We're going to be dedicated to making sure, from the class to the grass, from the educational opportunities as well as the growth opportunities for our student athletes on and off the field, that they get it done. The cost of getting it wrong is way too expensive, so we're going to get it right. We are ready to hit the ground running, and I do understand that recruiting is going on right now. So as I land this plane, and as we all get together, in understanding that Derek Mason, myself, standing here before you, is about serving you. So whatever I can do, I will do in service of the Blue Raider community. So let's make sure we get that done. I'm ready to roll, so let's go Blue.